Hi, I'm Rebecca from ChemKnits, and today with my friends from AllFreeKnitting.com, I'm going to talk to you about dyeing yarn with tea. To start off, I'm brewing 3 different kinds of tea. A chamomile tea, a black lemon tea, and a fruity herbal tea to show you different colors that you can achieve from tea. Each of these tea bags are currently steeping in 1 cup of previously boiling water. I'm going to let these cool a bit because I want to get the most color out of the tea bags into the tea before I start dyeing the yarn. But you can certainly use the heat from the boiling water at the beginning to start dyeing your yarn from that point. It's all about personal preference. So I will be back once I am done brewing my tea. Alright, it looks like my teas are ready. So I am going to remove the tea bags. And now I need to add my acid source. Since we only have a cup of water or of liquid in each of these measuring cups, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of white vinegar to each one. Oh, wow. Alright, so I had actually over poured, so I added a little more than 1 teaspoon of vinegar, but it's not an exact science. I would like to stir these up. Alright. Now I have pre-soaked my yarn in just plain water, and I'm going to gently wring them out and place them in each of the dye baths. Now the amount of yarn, it's 4 grams of 100% wool fingering weight yarn. Alright, make sure that these are nice and submerged. Oh, whoops, I still have these wrapped in skeins. I'm actually going to, well, hard when wet, but untwist and unwrap them. Could leave them in this, in the twisted form, but the dye will, you can see that there's some white spot. They'll actually, can't believe I forgot to do that. Alright. There we go, now we're ready. Okay, the teas are still a little warm, but it's not enough heat for the color to set. So therefore, I'm going to move all of these samples to the microwave. Alright. And I am going to microwave on high until the water starts to boil. So I've started with about 3 minutes, and just when the water starts to boil, then we'll stop and turn off the microwave. It took about 6 minutes to come to a boil. Just giving you a peek at the different tea colors. And now, there's the chamomile, whoops, the chamomile back there. And we're now going to wait and let these cool before removing the yarn and washing it. Unlike other submersion dyeing techniques, we aren't going to expect the dye bath to clear because there are a lot of color molecules in tea and more that seem to absorb to the amount of yarn. Alright, my tea colors have cooled, and I am going to remove them from the bath to wash them off in some lukewarm water. So this was the black tea, the chamomile, and the fruity herbal tea. So you can see that there's a lot of color left back in these dye baths. So you can use this to dye more yarn, or dye yarn in greater quantities than yarn in greater quantities than 4 grams, because that's how much I started with here. And you can see we've got some very like subtle colors here, but they're the yarn does need washing with a tiny bit of mild soap just to remove any excess color. You wouldn't want anything else to be stained. And the colors that you get, you can also try different amounts of vinegar to see how you can vary the color. But you'll get really nice subtle colors from tea. And I'll be back to show you the colors when everything has dried. Well, here we go. We have 3 different colors of yarn dyed by 3 different types of tea. We have a pale color from Chamomile. We have a sort of pinkish brown from the Fruity Herbal, and we have a brown from the black tea. And just for comparison, here is some undyed wool. So even, whoops, let me just remove the tea bags. So there is some color that we got from the chamomile tea, even though it's very subtle. And I'll move this next to the other 2 types. So there you have it. Thank you for watching this tutorial on how to dye yarn with tea. I am Rebecca from ChemKnits, and this video was brought to you by AllFreeKnitting.com.